Now, if my criticism towards the Seattle Sounders was harsh for them losing in the Club World Cup to the Egyptians because they didn't get the job done in giving us a match that we wanted to see against Real Madrid, you best believe the same amount of energy and the same amount of strict criticism is going to LAFC, who perform 10 times worse than the Seattle Sounders in this year's CCL. LAFC is not even on the Sounders level. Let's go ahead and cut that out. Let's go ahead and stop that talk right now. LAFC still has a long way to go. When was the Seattle Sounders ever runners up in a CCL? In a CCL final? The Sounders made it to the CCL final, got the job done. They performed better than LAFC in Mexico, and they performed better than LAFC in their second leg. LAFC is not there yet, and they have a long way to go. So, as of right now, we're not mentioning LAFC's name up there with LA Galaxy. We're not mentioning their name up there with Seattle. We're not mentioning their name up there with DC United. Hell, probably can't. They're not even above San Jose, Houston. One Supporter Shield, one MLS Cup title. Nah, you gotta do more than that. The Stars didn't show up. Once again, the team didn't match Lyon's intensity, didn't match Lyon's energy for the full 90 minutes. So how much rest did you need, LAFC? Like, the stage was set. Like, MLS, LAFC, all the LAFC celebrities and powers that be, everybody was setting the stage for you. MLS was pushing games back just to make sure that you were well rested and you had enough energy for these two legs. And you came out flat. I don't remember MLS rescheduling games for the Sounders last year. If they did, please let me know in the comment section. But I don't remember MLS rescheduling any matches for the Sounders to make sure that they're well rested to play against Puma Uno. Lyon was just as fast. They were just as strong. They were just as arrogant as you, LAFC. And they were just as confident as you. They were the exact replica of you, the exact identical team as you, LAFC. And you weren't ready. You probably never witnessed a team like this since your championship run of last year. You haven't seen a team that was just as fast, just as strong, just as arrogant, just as confident as you. Therefore, you're unprepared to match the intensity. And speaking of unpreparedness, how about Fox? FS1. You know, do you think that if an NFL game was scheduled to start at 7 p.m., like if there's a Sunday night football game scheduled to start at, well, let's say if there's a Monday night football game on Fox and it was scheduled to start at 7 p.m., but there was a car race that was still going on and the car race wasn't over. Do you think Fox will move the start of that NFL game to 20 minutes past the start time? And then not only that, but put it on FS2? You think they'll do something like that? A Cowboys Washington Commanders game is scheduled to come on Sunday Night Football on Fox. Kickoff at 7 p.m. But before that, there's a car race on. And the car race didn't finish at 7 p.m. Do you think Fox will tell NFL fans to change the channel to Fox Sports 2 for the first 20 minutes of a Cowboys Washington Commanders game? Could you imagine the outrage? As a matter of fact, there wouldn't be any outrage because it wouldn't happen. But it's okay, Fox, because your time is running out. Your contract is up in 2026. And we're going to find another lineal cable network that will put MLS first. The same way Apple TV puts MLS first from the streaming, we're going to find a linear TV network that will make sure that American soccer is priority number one. That if an MLS game is scheduled to start at 7 p.m., it is going to start at 7 p.m. on the major linear network. It won't be go to our second channel or our streaming channel. We're going to see what TNT can do, or maybe CBS. But your time is running out, Fox. So just keep on doing what you're doing. Just keep on doing what you're doing. We know you don't really care. You're preoccupied with other sports. And you definitely wasn't prepared to broadcast this game, just like LAFC wasn't prepared to play this game. Now back to LAFC. Lyon was the better team. And they weren't the better team because they were more talented. They were the better team because they wanted it more. They had a stronger desire. They had that will to win. I first noticed this Lyon team. They got my attention earlier in this tourney. But how badly they beat the Haitians. I don't need to say it again how badly they beat the Haitians, because I already spoke on this before. But in that leg against the Haitians, I realized that this Lyon team could be a dangerous team. And I didn't see anybody that can slow them down, including you, LAFC. I didn't think anybody would be able to slow this Lyon team down. That's why I said in the first leg, LAFC, that you really, really needed your supporters group the most to feed off of their energy. The 3252 Army, they did their job. They showed up to the stadium on time. They were marching the streets of Lyon. They were out there chanting, playing their music. They did their job. Everybody did their job except you, LAFC, and Fox. Those were the two who didn't do their job for the CCL final. So now, the job, like you said, LAFC, the job is never done. And you damn right. The job is never done. You still got a long way to go. You can redeem yourself. You got Campeones Cup. You got Leagues Cup. I'm not sure if a Campeones Cup title gives you a berth to... Campeones Cup actually doesn't give you automatic berth to CCL. For if that was the case, then we would have seen NYCFC in the competition this year. So you got the Campeones Cup can be a morale booster. You still got Leagues Cup. You didn't give a damn about the US Open Cup, so you don't have the US Open Cup. You still got Supporter Shield, but Cincinnati, you're gonna have to Cincinnati would like a word with you if you're really trying to get that supporter shield. You're gonna have to go through Cincy and St. Louis. Oh, and the Seattle Sounders. They're slowly showing signs of a resurgence every now and then. The road's gonna get tougher. MLS is going to get tougher. And maybe this loss, we can really examine roster structures in MLS. Because the way Lyon played, Liga MX said, oh hell no. If y'all really trying to become the kings of North America in 2020, y'all truly gonna have to earn that through sweat, blood, and tears. We're not giving it to y'all easily. That's what Liga MX told us today in Los Angeles, which is their home away from home. A city where Liga MX fans outnumber LA Galaxy and LAFC fans combined. Lyon was aware of that. And the visiting Lyon team at BMO Stadium outnumbered the visiting LAFC team. Like, the Lyon fans on the road outnumbered the LAFC fans on the road. Why? Well, Liga MX already have tons of fans that already live in LA. So for Lyon, this was a perfect scenario. This is what Lyon wanted. See, for Lyon, it didn't matter. They knew it was going to be a home game both in Mexico and Los Angeles. And even though LAFC fans came out today, I saw a lot of green jerseys in that crowd. There was like sprinkles of green jerseys like everywhere, to the point where you probably could have said that there's probably more Lyon fans, but I don't know. I wasn't actually at the stadium. I can only see from what I saw from my laptop. So now moving forward, what do? Going back to the drawing board. LAFC is not, you're not who we thought you were. You got a lot of work to do. MLS is getting tougher, and it's not going to be easy for you because the way the system is set, it's set up for parity. It's set up in a way where the same team cannot be great for multiple years. And I'm not sure if MLS is going to change that system that they got in place, that parity system they got in place. I don't think they're going to change that anytime soon. But LAFC is back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. You allowed Liga MX to celebrate a title on your soil in Los Angeles. That's something that the Seattle Sounders didn't allow. LA Galaxy didn't allow that. DC United didn't allow that. Is the championship run finished for you? No, it's not finished for you. It's just back to the drawing board. As for Lyon, congratulations. You were the better team in both legs. Not only did you match their intensity, LAFC's intensity, but you did more. You turned it up a notch. You moved faster. You were more physical. You were more aggressive. You were hungrier. You wanted more. You wanted it more. And that's why you're going to be the team that represents North America in the 2023 Club World Cup in Saudi Arabia. That's why you're the best team in North America. You beat the Liga MX champion in Tigres in the semifinals. And then you beat the MLS champion in LAFC in the CCL final. You are no doubt the king of North America.